Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. So today we got some official announcements from the Play Overwatch Twitter account and YouTube channels. We got our first official look at the new hero Kiriko, as well as some information on the Battle Pass format for Overwatch 2. So I figured real quick we'll just kind of talk through some stuff. I'll just play the Kiriko video in the background for now, and then we'll move into some other stuff. But obviously, the Kiriko information, new information. Is very nice to see the hero officially for the first time. We have not seen her in an official capacity before now. There was, of course, the leak for the Kiriko cinematic that some of you may have seen. I've seen it. I don't know if you've all seen it, but there was that. But this is our first official look at the hero. Of course, new support hero. We've seen a lot of teases about her, and we know a lot about her based on some of the information that has been talked about. So, first official look at her. I don't know why this stuff dropped at 5:30 in the morning, my time. I don't know if there's some kind of event going on somewhere in Asia or Europe or something that I just completely missed. But there's a lot of things, certainly, that can be questioned about that. I don't know. I woke up this morning and I went on Twitter, and actually I went on YouTube first, and I saw all these like things about Kiriko and the Battle Pass, and I was like, "Whoa, what? Where'd this come from?" And then of course we got these trailers. So Kiriko's abilities, you can see here. This is her abilities. This video I want to focus more on the Battle Pass. I'm just going to real quickly run through Kiriko, and then we'll talk more about the Battle Pass and go through that. But here we go. Kiriko's kit. Protection Suzu. Upon impact, allies in the area become briefly invulnerable and are cleansed of most negative effects. Interesting ability, like a combination of Immortality Field and what they were thinking about doing, or what they were doing with Moira for a bit. They're kind of putting that into Kiriko. I don't know how long the invulnerable effect will last. I imagine not very long. It's probably enough to do like a burst save from like an ult or something like that. I don't know. She has kunai, which are thrown projectiles that deals increased critical damage. I don't know what... I assume what that means is if you headshot, it does more critical damage than like a normal critical shot does. I don't remember what the numbers are for like a normal critical hit, but I imagine it's just more than normal. Swift Step. She can teleport directly to an ally, even through walls. That's cool. I like that a lot. Some people thought maybe she could teleport teammates, but that obviously she can't teleport them, but she can speed boost them. And then she has Healing Ofuda, which channel a burst of healing talismans that can seek targeted allies. We saw that in the trailer, the little like paper things, the Ofuda. Similar, it looks like maybe to how Moira heals. I don't know if she'll have like a healing thing that she pulls from in the same way, but we'll see. Her ultimate is Kitsune Rush, where she summons a fox spirit that rushes forward, accelerating the movement, attack speed, and cooldowns of allies that follow its path. I'm glad that that's an ult, the speed boost ability. I'm glad that it's not going to be something like you can double up speed boost with a cooldown ability. Like, if it was Kiriko, Junker Queen, and Lucio could all do speed boost on cooldown, it would be absurd. So I'm glad it's an ultimate. And then she has Wall Climb, which you saw that in the trailer as well. If you want to watch the full trailer with audio, I'll link it in the description, as I always do. But that's just kind of what you can find there. But let's talk about the big thing, which is the Battle Pass. That is really what the big thing I want to talk about today is. And let's take a look at it. There's a whole article that we're going to go through. But real quick, I figured I'll just kind of throw this. Just a real quick overview so you can really see everything that they're going to talk about. And then we'll dive more into it. But as you can see, in Season 1, 3 new heroes. Sojourn and Junker Queen instantly will be unlockable. Everybody can play them as soon as they get in the game. Kiriko will be free for Overwatch 1 players, as well as people who purchase the Premium Battle Pass. She'll be free immediately, and she'll be free in general. But we'll talk more about that as we get there. That's something that we've seen stuff recently about, some leaks and stuff like that, and so I'll share my thoughts on that. But what you need to understand is that Kiriko is 100% free. You don't have to pay for Kiriko. You do have to unlock Kiriko, though. You do have to unlock heroes now, but the way that you do it is entirely free. So that is what I will say for anyone that is concerned. And then reimagined multiplayer experience, 5v5 PvP, 6 new maps, new mode, cross-play and cross-progression, competitive mode. This is all information we already knew. This is not new information. Limited time event, Junkenstein's Revenge, The Wrath of the Bride, running from October 25th to November 8th. So shorter than usual, but interesting nonetheless. You'll be able to access Overwatch 1 content, so all 32 original heroes and classic maps and modes. None of the original 32 heroes are going to be something you have to unlock. You'll get them automatically, which means everybody, when they open up the game, will have access to 34 heroes. The original 32 plus Sojourner Junker Queen. And then if you played Overwatch 1, you'll have 35 with Kiriko in there, as well as if you have the Watchpoint pack. Or you buy the first premium Battle Pass, I guess. And then you have the information there on Battle Pass stuff. But I want to go into talking about the Battle Pass through this article, because it is a very, very in-depth article. They cover a lot of things and a lot of information that I think is very, very important to kind of cover. And so I really want to go through it, and we'll talk about it, and I'll give my thoughts as we go through. I'm going to try not to read everything, but I'm going to read a lot of it because there's a lot of important information here. This opening here essentially is we're moving to a free-to-play model, and a part of that free-to-play model is battle passes and a way to keep the game alive continually over time. We don't want the game to kind of die. We want the game to keep having content, and the best way for us to keep adding new content is to have the battle pass. That's kind of the general thing here. And because the game's going free. So the new seasonal model, here's the same like image. We've seen this image several times before. Back when they announced Junker Queen is when we first saw this, right? The kind of rough roadmap for Overwatch 2. It's free to play, reimagined PvP with a seasonal model, cross progression, and PvE experiences, and then the little roadmap on the bottom. 3 new heroes, 6 new maps, 30 plus new skins, a new battle pass, a new mythic skin, a new game mode. That new game mode, of course, is Push. I think back then, I feel like some people are like, whoa, but we know kind of what it is now. I don't remember if they had announced before that December 6th was when Season 2 would begin, but December 6th is when Season 2 is supposed to begin. New tank hero, new map, another 30 plus new skins, a new battle pass, a new mythic skin. And then we know going forward, new heroes, new maps, new skins, new battle passes, new modes, and PvE. We don't yet know, to my knowledge, who that new tank hero is going to be, though I think a lot of people suspect it'll be Malga, just suspicions people have. And we don't know what the new map will be. As far as I know, every map that they've talked about in Overwatch 2 in terms of like content of maps that exist, either A, have been announced and are going to be in the first season, with Midtown, Coliseo, New Queen Street, Paraíso, Circuit Royale, and the new Portugal map, which we'll talk more about. The other maps that I know were talked about were Gothenburg, but that was an assault map, so I don't think we're getting that. I don't know what we're going to get, but anyway, that's the model. We kind of know what it is at this point in time. So here they say each season will feature a lot to explore, new experiences, new ways to play, and will typically bring either a new hero or a new map alternating each season. That won't be the case for the first 2 seasons because we're getting a new hero in Season 1 and a new hero in Season 2. We're getting multiple heroes in Season 1. But they say that then the goal going forward is Season 4, Season 6, etc. And with this change to the new format, they're getting rid of loot boxes. Obviously, they already had the great loot box purge yesterday. So that already happened. And there will be new in-game currency, which is Overwatch coins. And, you know, what you see is exactly what you get. You can use your coins and you can buy a skin directly. That already was a thing in Overwatch, but you had to get the coins through loot boxes. You couldn't just or you had to buy them. So you could buy things directly. You could buy coins directly and then buy skins with them, which is the same thing you're doing here. But you also had to get loot boxes, and then you would use that. Actually, I don't think you could buy skins directly. You had to buy loot boxes, didn't you? That's how it worked. So it is, more direct. Oh, wow. It's way more direct now, and I appreciate that. I respect that. I think it's a good move. And so there's going to be a change to the shop. Here we get a good look at some of the cool new cosmetics. They said this first one is like cyberpunk themed. So here is like a Kiriko skin. There's Zen, Sojourn, which I love this Sojourn skin. Hanzo. I believe that is Widow. Widowmaker? No, that's Genji. No, that's Widowmaker. That's Widowmaker. And Roadhog. I don't know why I couldn't tell. Obviously, it's not Genji. Genji already has, like, the Cyber Demon one. There's also a cool little feature here where they talk about, the shop will offer featured cosmetic items every week, and many of the cosmetics will be a cyberpunk theme. But then they have a cool little thing here, which they say that the shop will feature a just for you section with personalized offers based on what you prefer to play and equip in-game, as well as rotating bundles. And this is their chance to feature different items regularly and to celebrate special occasions and moments, so holidays, Overwatch League stuff, I'm sure, whatever. And they say in our first few seasons, the Just For You shop and rotating bundles will feature items from the original Overwatch to allow players to catch up if they need. And the Battle Pass is free for everyone, and you can choose to upgrade to the Premium Battle Pass in the shop to unlock the premium rewards. I know there is a point here, I think it's later, maybe in the FAQ, but they do mention that all Overwatch 1 cosmetics will be, or I should say, all non-event specific Overwatch 1 cosmetics you'll be able to get using the same currency from Overwatch 1. There will be 2 different types of currency. I don't necessarily know how it will work, but I imagine it'll be the stuff that you get from Overwatch 1 carries over, but you don't regain those currency items, or you'll gain the other ones going forward. Not sure exactly how it works, but we'll see as kind of time goes on. But let's talk about the Battle Pass. So, they will use specific examples from the Season 1 Battle Pass to explain how it will work. This picture shows you a lot, and we'll talk about it here as we get in there. But here's what they say. Our goal is to make the game feel fair, enjoyable, and rewarding, whether you choose to spend money on the Premium Battle Pass or not. Our team has worked hard to carefully craft not only the cosmetics you expect, but brand new cosmetic types for the Overwatch universe, like name cards, charms, and souvenirs. And some of these rewards will be available to everyone through the free track of the Battle Pass. If the season features a new hero, they will be earnable through the free Battle Pass track. They made that very, very clear that you will not have to pay to get the new hero in the Battle Pass. So I'll open up this image real quick so you can kind of get a better look at what's going on here. So here's the type of stuff that you can see is free versus premium. And this is the first Battle Pass, obviously. And you can see here that Kiriko is in tier 55. There are 80 tiers total, 20 free tiers, and 60 premium tiers. So essentially, as you progress through the Battle Pass in the free tier, in this case, you can see you get, this looks like a spray, you get Kiriko, and you get a Genji voice line. If you have the Premium Battle Pass, you'll also gain, this looks like an emote, some type of music thing. I don't really know what that is. Sojourn voice line, that looks like a Genji spray, some type of banner, an emote, and a Pharah skin. You can also see with Kiriko in tier 55, there's other things as well, which is an epic weapon charm that you get, the Kitsune charm. So there are other things that will be in the tier with Kiriko, but she is on tier 55. To me, that seems a little bit further than I would have expected it to. And they said going forward, the new hero will always be tier 55. So it'll always be the 55th tier out of 80. Obviously, that could change if they change the number of tiers there are, but they said 55 is where the new hero will always drop. And here you can see, in Season 1, everyone who logs in to play will receive Junker Queen and Sojourn automatically, whether they're new players or returning. Players who own the original Overwatch will also receive Kiriko through their Founders Pack, which needs to be redeemed by logging in before the end of Season 2. So if you played Overwatch 1, you will get Kiriko. They mentioned that there was a little extra bonus in the Founders Pack that they weren't talking about yet. Now we know it is, of course, you'll be able to play Kiriko. I think it's an interesting decision to put the hero in the free tier of the Battle Pass. Obviously, if they were going to put it in the Battle Pass, it had to be the free tier. You could not put a hero in the paid tier of the Battle Pass. Nobody would be okay with that. A lot of games give you heroes in, or agents or whatever, champions, fighters, whatever, in Battle Passes, or that you have to unlock them. But the way that you unlock them usually is just through currency. Usually you unlock currency, and you can get them. I think the system that a lot of people are going to compare Overwatch 2 to is Valorant's system, which in my personal opinion, Valorant had the worst system I have ever played in a game ever. It actively made me stop playing the game because the system to unlock new agents was so bad and it took so long and you couldn't like change between them. To me, every progression that you make should be uniform. You shouldn't have to pick an agent or a hero or whatever to unlock. You should just be able to play the game and you'll make progress towards whatever you want, right? In something like Multiverses, which is a very recent game that has a recent battle pass system, you just unlock currency. You get fighters through currency, and then you use that in-game money that you unlock just by playing the game and doing challenges, whatever, to get a fighter. And the fighters are different values and whatnot, but you get to choose what you want, and you could change your mind whenever you want, which is, in my opinion, the best system to go for. I never really liked the way that Valorant did it. I thought their system was bad. I don't know if they've changed it or not. I haven't played in like 2 years at this point in time, so I really don't know. But that was kind of my thought when I played Valorant. Anyway, as I say here, Season 1's Battle Pass will feature the following unlockable free rewards in 20 tiers spread throughout the 80-plus total tiers, which is Kiriko, 2 epic skins, 1 weapon charm, 2 souvenirs, 1 highlight intro, and 14 additional items, which are stuff like emotes, victory poses, name cards, sprays, player icons, voice lines, whatnot, stuff like that. And then there's also the prestige tier titles, which are things after you complete the battle pass, and there's something later on that as well. I think that who knows exactly how much the numbers and stuff will be. They do have some information later about how long it takes to unlock stuff and how you can get bonus like experience boosts and stuff. I think that the premium battle pass gives you some. There's also another way that is completely free. So there are a lot of things about this battle pass. And I think, like, generally speaking, I was very upset when they first made the announcement that Kiriko was going to be a battle pass, that you would get new heroes to playing the battle passes. With the first battle pass, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal for a lot of people, because a lot of the people playing Overwatch 2 are going to be coming from Overwatch 1. And a lot of the people who aren't playing Overwatch, or a lot of people who didn't play Overwatch 1, who are going to start playing Overwatch 2, probably never owned Overwatch 1, and so they will already basically have 34 heroes they've never played before. And so I think with new players coming into Overwatch 2, they're not going to really have that same issue of being like, oh, I don't have anything to play. Like, that to me was the problem with Valorant, was the game came out and there was 5 agents you had at launch that you started with. You got 2 relatively quickly after that. That's 7, right? Like, it's not that hard to get through 5 agents, right? Like, and learning how to play. Like, that's not that many. 34 heroes is quite a big pool to pull from. Or if you're a new player, you're not going to be familiar with any of them. And so there's a lot more stuff you have to learn, and then you're throwing in one, you know, what's 35 heroes when you already don't know how to play 34, right? Like, one additional one, it's not that big a deal. So for the first season, I think that it won't be as big of an issue for a lot of people, because all the Overwatch 1 players are going to have her anyway, and the new players are going to have so many new heroes to play because they've never played before. It's not going to be that big of a deal. Going forward, we'll see. My opinion could change as we go forward. We also don't know how long it'll take to progress through the Battle Pass. We'll see over time, but that's kind of my initial thought on the free Battle Pass. But taking a look at the Premium Battle Pass, let's just open this image real quick. We'll talk about that in a second. But what you can see here, each season will have a Premium Battle Pass track for players who want to earn even more rewards. It'll feature 60 additional rewards, or tiers, so there's 80 total. And it includes their first ever Mythic tier skin and many other premium cosmetic items. If the season features a new hero, purchasing the Premium Battle Pass will also grant instant access to that hero, in addition to a season-long Battle Pass experience boost and additional cosmetic rewards. So if you have the Battle Pass, the Premium Battle Pass, you will gain experience that makes you get through it quicker. I like that a lot. Like I said, there is also a way to get a free boost, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But I do like the fact that they're saying, if you spend money and you have these unlockables you can get, we want you to get them. We'll make it easier for you to get them. Some people probably won't like that. I think it's the type of thing where, like, if you're going to spend money on the Premium Battle Pass, you want to get your rewards. So you kind of have to do that. So it is what it is. But Season 1's Premium Battle Pass provides instant access to Kiriko for new players and contains over 60 cosmetics to unlock, including 5 all-new legendary skins, 1 epic skin, and the all-new Cyber Demon Genji Mythic skin. So here we can kind of see some of the stuff here. So when you get this, you'll immediately receive 9 rewards. They appear to be Kiriko, a Diva skin, a Pachimari gun charm, the experience boost, a banner, a Moira voice line, a Reaper emote that looks like a Winston spray, and then maybe a snowball charm. And you see some skins here, of course, as well. There's the mythic Genji skin. There's the Diva skin that seems to be the one that you get here. This Sojourn skin, which, ooh, boy, Sojourn, whoa! There's the Kiriko skin. And then this is a Junker Queen, I believe, epic skin that doesn't look like a legendary skin. And there's also something here which they don't, to my opinion, or in my knowledge, mention this anywhere else, what this premium plus 20 bonus tiers is. I don't think they mention it later on. I don't really know what this is, but you can do that as well for 2,200 tokens or 1,000 for the premium. So there you go. For those of you who are curious, they go more talking about the mythic skins, which are just basically highly customizable skins, and they're stuff you can do. But here is what you get in the Season 1 Battle Pass. You get immediate access to Kiriko, the 20% XP Battle Pass boost, 1 mythic skin, 5 legendary skins, and 1 epic skin, which is Junker Queen. 3 play the game intros, highlight intros, 4 weapon charms, 3 emotes, 3 souvenirs, 6 poses, 6 name cards, and 30 plus additional cosmetic rewards. I don't know what these souvenirs are. They've mentioned them multiple times now at this point. I don't know what they are. I really have no idea. I don't think there's any of them in this thing, so I don't know what they are. Maybe they have it. There's an FAQ later. I don't think they mention it there, but maybe they do. And they say here the premium battle pass will cost 1,000 Overwatch coins, equivalent of 10 USD. And those coins can be purchased directly or also earned over time by completing weekly challenges. And anybody who owns the Watchpoint pack will automatically unlock Season 1's premium battle pass. So I'm a Watchpoint pack owner, so I will automatically get it. I believe the Watchpoint pack also comes with 2,000 coins. I'll double check. See, they take me to the shop page. Let's take a look. You can see, I already own this. I think it comes with, yeah, so here you can see 2,000 Overwatch 2 virtual currency. Season 1 through 3 premium passes will be available for 1,000 virtual currency each. So they're telling you at least those 2 and 3 at least you can get. And you'll be able to unlock more. So theoretically, you will get, if you have the Watchpoint pack, what you bought were some skins, 3 battle packs, beta access, all that type of stuff. So I was very adamant when the Watchpoint pack came out that it seemed like it was actually a pretty good value when you really kind of dug into it. And I believe that I have been justified in that. Next, they talk about the Battle Pass progression, and they go into detail about it. You progress with playing the game, and there's challenges that you can get XP from, which are nice. And you can also progress faster by grouping up. So if you play with other people, you get a 20% XP boost on match XP, which is nice. Like I said, there's a free way to get a boost to your Battle Pass experience, and it's by playing with friends. If you don't have any friends who play Overwatch, well, I don't know what to tell you. But if you group up with people, that is how you can get a XP boost for free. So I like that there is a way to incentivize you to play with other people, which is getting these XP boosts that way. They also said that if you get the premium Battle Pass later, you can just unlock it. Everything you've passed already, you'll unlock. You don't have to go back and do it. You'll get it all, which obviously that's how they usually work. And then there's the prestige tiers at the end. They take longer to unlock, but in Season 1, they reward 8 total unique hero titles that you can equip on your name cards. And they say here, you'll only be able to earn specific prestige tier titles during the season they are available. You cannot earn Season 1 titles during Season 2. This is the only time they mention anything like that throughout this entire article, which to me makes me think that this means that anything in the Battle Pass, cosmetics, whatever, like, you'll be able to get them at a later date in some capacity. Doesn't necessarily mean that's the case, but that's how I read this. They're saying these prestige tier titles, you can only get through these. And maybe there's other titles that you'll be able to get in other things, but they're saying like these specific prestige tier titles, you can't get later. You can only get them in Season 1. And I think the fact that they specifically mention this and they don't mention it with anything else means that a lot of the Battle Pack content might come out later. You just have to spend money on it or It'll be some, however you get it, it'll probably be more expensive than maybe some of the other cosmetics are. And if you want the cosmetics immediately, you want them quickly out of the battle pass. Here they talk about new heroes, and there's a lot of interesting stuff here. So I'm going to go through this whole thing, and I'm going to read through this, and I'll talk about it. With the launch of Overwatch 2, our roster will expand to 35 heroes as Sojourn, Junker Queen, and Kiriko join the fight. As we build new heroes and balance the existing cast for our new 5v5 PvP experience, we have shifted our hero design approach to allow you to have an impact on your matches with a range of different heroes and strategies. This means reducing the presence of specific hard counters to heroes. For example, in the original Overwatch, especially at higher skill levels, the strongest way to shut down a great enemy tracer diving into your support line was to swap over to Cassidy. If that Cassidy player was effective enough, the tracer could even feel a need to switch themselves to avoid that hard counter. While Overwatch 2 heroes will each have their own clear strengths and weaknesses, and some heroes will be more effective against others, we believe our game plays better and is more fun with fewer hard counters and a broader range of effective hero picks. A further benefit is having your personal favorite heroes be viable more often. That philosophy will be guiding us moving forward. This focus also means that when a new hero is introduced, beginning with Kiriko, we will delay introducing them into competitive modes for a few weeks. This will allow us to tune their balance quickly if needed, as well as give players time to experiment with them. Because of this shift in design approach to heroes, we believe that launching new Overwatch 2 heroes through the Battle Pass system is fair to our players, respects the competitive nature of the game, and aligns with our goal of supporting Overwatch 2 as a live service moving forward. So let's take a quick kind of conversation about this. Obviously, Overwatch's history has always been when a new hero releases, they haven't been introduced in competitive right away. A lot of people with this discourse around the Battle Pass and Kiriko not being available right away seems to forget this, that new heroes were never put into competitive right away. They always delayed it a bit. And to me, this is a pretty interesting thing to look at, because the reality is it'll take you 55 tiers to get to the new hero. And they say here, how exactly do new heroes enter the fray in Overwatch 2? New heroes will debut for everyone in Overwatch 2 at tier 55 on the free track of the Battle Pass, and they'll unlock immediately on the premium Battle Pass track. So realistically, right, it'll be several weeks in between the launch of a new hero and them being in competitive. If you can't get to that hero through the 55 tiers in between their drop, the drop of a new season, and the several weeks later when they come out, they straight up, they probably don't actually care that much about you as a player, because you're probably not the player who's going to be spending money on the game anyway, right? If you're not buying the premium battle pass and you're not playing that much to the point where you can unlock a new hero before the competitive mode drops, you're the kind of player that they like that you are there to boost their number of active players. But they know they're not going to get money out of you, so they don't really care that much about the fact that you are a player who isn't going to be playing the game so much that you get all these new heroes right away. So I think that's really the kind of philosophy about it, and why I think things are pretty clearly at a point where what they want is they want people to buy the Battle Pass, obviously, but they also know that if we delay competitive enough, eventually people will just get the heroes that they have to unlock just by playing the game enough. So while I would prefer to just have the hero always available right at the beginning, obviously that's not going to happen. I think this system is about as good as you can make it. You don't have to spend money on the hero directly. You get it just through playing the game. That's always the best way to do it. I think that's really the way to kind of go with it. And then they finish off by saying that new heroes will typically come out every alternate season, except for seasons 1 and 2. But then they say, after that, season 4, season 6. And then the most important thing that they say here for people who are concerned about the fact that if I don't get the hero in the Battle Pass, I will never be able to play the hero. No, they say there will be ways to earn heroes introduced in earlier seasons and future seasons, so everyone will have the opportunity to earn these heroes by playing. This applies to players that are playing in future seasons and to players who didn't level previous Battle Passes enough to unlock the hero. You'll be able to earn heroes from past seasons through special new challenges, or you can directly acquire them in the shop with Overwatch coins. So, there you go. You don't have to pay for them, obviously. There's challenges and stuff, but if you just want them, you can pay for them. Talk about maps here. In addition to the already announced maps for Overwatch 2, Circuit Royale, Coliseo, Midtown, New Queen Street, and Paraíso. Season 1 will also introduce a new push map set in Portugal, Esperança. All maps are available to everyone, and moving forward, a new map will generally be introduced every alternate season. So, the odd number seasons will get a new map, and the even number seasons will get a new hero. They also said they'll be revisiting past limited time game modes, Wrath of the Bride, Junkenstein event. We don't necessarily know what it is, but I imagine it's just a redone Junkenstein event that's just different. In the What's Next section, they just kind of talk about the fact that they're going to keep building upon the game, keep adding to the game. PvE is coming in 2023. Game comes out October 4th, and they're excited for us to play it. That's really what you can kind of get at here. Now, there is an FAQ section here at the bottom. There's a lot of questions here that I'm sure you guys have, and you might want to kind of go here if you have some of them. But there is one that I want to talk about because they don't mention this anywhere else. There's a picture in the FAQ here that I think is really, really important. And it's this one here. What are in-game challenges and player rewards? And we can actually see them here, which is amazing that they just didn't include this earlier. So they said here, it's our intention to make weekly challenges a fun part of Overwatch 2 and to not make anyone feel burdened by completing them. Challenges are in-game missions that you can complete for various rewards, including Battle Pass experience and Overwatch coins. Most challenges will give you experience towards the Battle Pass, and completing enough weekly challenges will reward Overwatch coins. So here you can see challenges. Different ones for different things. There's daily challenges, weekly challenges, seasonal challenges, competitive challenges, lifetime challenges, and hero challenges. And you can say, here are the ones that you can get. Just winning 10 games, you get 5,000 towards your Battle Pass. Win 10 games, cute as all rolls, 5,000. 20 games at unranked or competitive, 5,000. 7 games in any arcade mode, 5,000, right? And there's a whole bunch of these. The daily ones are probably similar. They don't give you as much, I imagine. But you can see then you get coins for completing challenges. This is interesting. You get, for completing 11 weekly challenges, you only get 10. But completing 4, you get 30. I guess they just make it so you get more early on. So that's a thing here that's pretty interesting. Other questions here. If there's anyone that, like I said, you guys have something specific that you are interested about or you want to see more about. No, here's like Overwatch coins. How can you get Overwatch credits in Overwatch 2? Original Overwatch credits can be used to buy other available items in Hero Gallery for the 32 original heroes, and some launch items, some new weapon charms. So, this is all information. If you want to read more about it, you can. This video is already pretty long, so I just kind of want to close it out, give you my final thoughts on it, and kind of explain my overall opinion on this Battle Pass. I think that this Battle Pass model is not nearly as bad as what I think it could have been. I think that this is a pretty reasonable Battle Pass model that is a lot more... It's a lot better than I think a lot of what we've seen in the past. I think the fact that you just have to play to get the hero, you don't have to do anything specific, you don't have to go on a specific hero track to unlock the hero is really, really good. That's one of my personal gripes with, like I said, Valorant, is that it takes forever to get them. And I think that one of the other things is that, to me, as long as rewards come regularly enough, I think that there's really not much of an issue in my eyes with this Battle Pass system. I think that it's not... Look, we were spoiled with Overwatch 1. It was a game you had to pay for. It's a free-to-play game. Obviously, they have to monetize it in some way, shape, or form. In an ideal world, this wouldn't be the way that you unlock stuff. But obviously, they need to monetize the game. That's just the way the world works. So, I'm, generally speaking, optimistic about this. I think that the system could be worse, could be better. But I think in terms of Battle Passes, it's one of the better ones. I think that their hero balancing philosophy is very, very good. The ability to basically just say you can play whatever you want, and it's viable, is good and nice and something I like to see. Yeah, those are my kind of general thoughts on this. Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on this. Do you think this Battle Pass looks good, looks bad, whatever? Love to hear from you down below. If you want more videos like this in the future with Overwatch 2 coming soon, I am definitely going to keep talking a lot more about Overwatch 2. So let me know in the comments your thoughts on anything that was talked about in this video. And like I said, for more content like this in the future, leave a like, subscribe, so I know that you're interested. But that's going to be all for me today. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you're all staying safe and staying healthy. And until next time, bye-bye.